All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to In the Pocket, where we highlight the next generation of student athletes doing big things on and off the field. And today, we've got a special guest in the pocket. We have Mr. Julian JuJu Thomas. Welcome to In the Pocket, JuJu. How's it going, man?
It's going great. I'm glad that y'all brought me on here, and I'm ready to answer some questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, how was your day?
It was really good. I had a great day at school. We had a great practice ready for tomorrow and beat on Long Creek.
Big game tomorrow for y'all, right?
Yes, sir.
So JuJu goes to Richland High School, which has been making big highlights in social media in regards to the newness and all of the spectacular things around there. What's it like going to the newest, the best, the biggest everything in North Texas right now? What's it like going through that campus?
Well, I just want to say I'm grateful that we have something like that because most people don't. And just the Prosper area is just so beautiful, and there's just a lot of opportunities just off and on the field because there's not only like athletic programs, there's also clubs, other things you can get involved with society and things like that. And just that's why I always just want to go to like Prosper schools or anywhere in the Metroplex like that.
Yeah, it's making big waves around here. So, so on to JuJu. So we've heard that, you started out, you tried every sport. What was each sport kind of like to you?
Well, I want to start off like saying just football was always going to be my first love, but then I also got like realized that football's ending, and then I got to get to another sport. So I tried basketball. Hips weren't too good about that one, so just every time they saw it cross me, I just So then track was obviously a good one because I just knew like there's different levels to this, so just had to get faster. And then my freshman year, I tried out wrestling. I really liked that one. That was the one that showed me, hey, if you want to be a part of something, you got to put in the grind because there's always football, there's pads and stuff, but in wrestling, it's you and another guy on the mat.
That's it.
Ain't no teammates to help you. Ain't no guys that could push you forward.
They say that wrestling is a great alternate sport for football players. How did you kind of take that in and put that into your football game?
I just mainly I got my leadership skills from that because I know it's individual. Most people say that, but it's also you need team points. So if some people aren't getting the pins or not, winning, even though wrestling is not about winning, you need to you need to step up your game. And then I brought that to the football world because there's 11 guys to play football.
Yeah.
You can't just play with just 7 guys.
At what point did football click for you to where it's like, this is my sport?
I want to say ever since I just put on pads.
You already knew. You just did other things for your time, right?
Yes. And every time I go on the field, as I was younger, I just want to go hit somebody, and now I just want to go hit somebody and score, or hit somebody and cause a fumble, get a pick and go run the end zone.
Did football come easier for you than the other sports?
A lot easier because there was just other guys that could bump into me and just be like, hey, you play football? And I'm like, yeah, you play football, and just growing a bond in other sports like that.
When you talk about your leadership, how do you present that leadership on the football field?
By just not screaming at them, but picking them up when they're down, or when I see someone walking, I jog with them. Or if I see someone being quieter than usual, I talk to them and tell them after a bad play, I'll tell them what happened on that, my quarterback, because we have a really good bond. I tell him, hey, what happened on that? What slot? Did you call the wrong side? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, you gotta get that next time. We'll get it though.
So, and you're a captain now, right?
Yes,
how did that happen? How were you nominated captain?
Well,
how did that happen?
Well, it was funny that one day we all talked about, hey, JuJu's just that guy, man. We all just want to be a captain. And it was that meeting where he was like, "Hey, all varsity kids come in. We're taking a vote."
Mm-hmm.
And then coach came in. He was like, because they already had like ideas of who's gonna be captain already,
Mm-hmm.
but they also like wanted a nominees to come up and say something. So I wanted to just say like, captain's more than just having a C on your chest or being saying you're a captain. It's also leadership. Because
Yes,
you can
sir.
say, "Hey, I'm a captain," but then they'd be like, "Who's a leader?" And they point out another guy.
What did that mean to you being a junior? Your class of 2027. They've got seniors. Why did they pick you as a junior? What did that mean to you?
A lot, especially as an underclassman, because there's other young guys that want to be where I am, but also want to show them that it doesn't take much to be where I am, because our coaches teach us that effort takes no skill. It doesn't. Like listening and being coachable takes no skill.
Yeah,
Takes no talent.
yeah,
Lifting the weight that you're supposed to takes no talent.
yeah.
And
Man.
just being who you are every time, and being trustworthy, and knowing you can trust on your team is like that's all you need.
What does that mean to you when they look at you and they say, "Hey, JuJu, you're a leader. Make sure you make the right choices and things of that nature." That's a big responsibility. Like, what does that mean to you?
That's basically just saying, hey, you're that guy. We need you to be a leader, not just with your voice, but with your play. So when they expect me to get a fourth and two, I'm gonna get it. And when they expect me, it's on the red zone. They need me to score. I'm gonna go score.
And
When
you've explained like how you hold your teammates accountable, but what does that make you feel like in that moment? Like, are you comfortable in that role?
Yeah, I'm really comfortable. Like, for example, wrestling. When I seen myself get down, my senior last year would be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I kind of like use his skills and apply it to mine. So now that I'm like a leader, like you said, I just kind of apply it to what I like my everyday thing, like in the classroom. If I see my teammate like sleeping during class, I'm not gonna like bug him or anything, but like I'm
Mm.
just say, "Hey, we got to do some work for just a little bit."
If there was a piece of advice that any past coach, your trainers or anything like that, that have given you to where you use in that leadership role, what would it be?
Stay consistent every day. Just stay consistent in what you're gonna do.
Who drives that into you?
I want to say my teammates, because they're always consistent every day. Like every day during practice, every day at school, they show that they're trying to get better every day, bit by bit. It doesn't have to be a big step. It could just be step by step every day.
So in that role as a leader, how do you hold yourself accountable?
By keeping my grades up, make sure that the locker room's clean, make sure everyone has their things before we even leave for the game. Make sure that, hey, if you're missing something, I'll tell, hey, coach, he's missing something. Not like to baby them, because some people don't like when you're telling them to do something. But also like, hey, you did you shower today? Like kind of like that. And then it's like, oh, if and I also bring like extra towels. So some people, because they like to, like, they forget, because now they kind of like put a restraint on towels because we ran out.
Now your mom tells us about your autism, right? So how do you think that your managing of your autism all your life has played a big role into where you are now in football, and how that has shifted you and shaped you and helped into the leader that you are now?
I just like to, like, I've been more open about it, because that's like been like the last couple of years I just been closed off with my coaches, not being fully honest of who I am. And I told them I had autism. They understand that. They asked if I need any help with that, and I really appreciate them for doing that. And then like for the classroom, I just use what they give me. So they give me extra time, I'm going to use it. And then if they ask if they can read something, I'm going to always say yes, because I always accept the help they give me.
Yeah, this is your first year in general ed, right? And you're killing it at a 3.7. So that's your GPA right now. How does that make you feel?
Really exciting. Like that was probably beyond my expectations. I was aiming for a 3.5 to a 3.6, and I heard I got 3.7. I was just like, wow. I can't wait to make it a 4.0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how have you been able to balance the leadership role on the field and being an excellent student off the field?
Probably just the main thing that most people don't really want to hear is just take time off your phone. That's really what it is. There's just you keep doing this every day, but when you just take time and do what you're supposed to do, you're like, wow, I don't gotta do nothing extra.
Yeah.
So that's like, and just keeping my homework in a stack. So on A days I have this class, and then B days I have this class, and if I have nothing, then I just check up on my guys. Just be like, hey, do you got homework? And they be like, I don't want to do it right now. And then I'll be like, hey, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact that as a little leaguer, you weren't playing running back. You started off with the Allen Sharks. Coach James, great guy over there. Do you remember Coach James?
Uh,
Maybe
Foggy,
not.
a little
Okay.
foggy.
Okay, but do you remember the Allen Sharks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you remember the Allen Sharks. And then you came over to my Daredevils, right?
Yes.
With the Daredevils, you were still on defense at the moment, right? But you grew into that kid that wanted to run the ball. What did you do to make that dream happen?
I always told myself, hey, I wasn't gonna be a fat boy all my life, and my dad was the big one that told me that I wasn't gonna be a big boy all my life.
Right.
And he said I was gonna slim down like the way I am and go get taller.
Yeah.
So now I'm just trying to be, bigger, faster, stronger, everything that a football player needs to be.
Yes, sir. And your dad comes down every week to watch you play from Oklahoma. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel to say that support?
Just really grateful that he's in my life. He is a big part of why I play football and what I do every day. Like he's a reason why I want to be better, just not as a football player, but as a person.
Yes.
Like he's always telling me, "Hey, I'm always proud of you. I'm always proud of you for who you are." Like he said, "I don't care if you don't play football no more." If I like today, if I said I don't want to play football no more, he said, "I don't care." He said, "I want you to just be who you are." So that's why I'm really grateful for him.
And what about your mom? What about your mom? How does
She is probably the biggest part of my life. Like without her, I probably wouldn't be able to get to practice or whatever. Like I probably wouldn't be able to even do what I do. Probably wouldn't, because she's probably like the general, I would say.
Mhm.
I'd always ask her if I want to go to a football game or anything like that, but she's basically just my rock.
Yeah.
Everything that I want to do is because of her. I want to make sure that when I get older enough, she retires young.
Yeah. Tell me about your running back coach that's been grinding with you. I see on social media. I see you working. I see you learning. I see you growing. How has that relationship been?
Coach P has definitely been a big part of my summer and also like this football season, because like he's shown me that there's also guys that want to be great, and there's also guys that that show me, hey, that like you are, like you could be that guy, and there's a lot of people that can help you. There's a lot of experience that can help you. Like for instance, he's been my workout buddy, my little African man. Like he's definitely like he just rushed over 1,000 yards this year.
Okay.
Yes.
And Ben, who is Ben? Tell us a little about him.
But he has definitely shown me that senior experience where like there's guys like him that like can go to the next level. There's guys like him that showed me, hey, if you want to work, you gotta work. You can't walk through everything.
Is playing at the next level a goal of yours?
Yes, sir. It's been a goal of mine since I ever played football. Just I want to go to the next level. And there's guys like them every day that I've seen college games. It's fast, hard, and everyone wants to play when they step on the field. It might not seem like, but everyone wants to play, and that's what I want to do. I want to show that, hey, we need that guy, or hey, he can do something with for us. And I don't want, like, I know NIL is a big part right now in the transfer portal, but I want him to look past that and say, hey, we want that guy for him. We don't need to throw $10 million at him. It would be nice, but we don't need to throw all that money at him just for him to play football. Because I want to play football for the sport it is, not for the money.
Richland Raiders football. What is the culture? What is the core? What are you guys going to build off of? This is the first year?
Yes, sir.
This is your first year in existence, right? The record is showing it, okay? But what are you going to build this program off?
I'm building off of, it's a student-led team. Like every sport's a student-led team. That's what I think it should be. Like coaches, yes, they need to approve and coach and do their job, but we also need to do our job as student athletes. So as a student-led team, you need to also know, hey, who's your friend, like who's your guys, who's like you should know everyone's names. That's the student. Coaches don't need to do that. Coaches need to, like, you can have student-led meetings like once a week. That's what we do. We do a student-led team. We talk. We come together. We don't even talk about football. We just talk about school. Just have fun.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the things that coaches can't like coach. They can't coach having fun. If you don't have fun with the sport, then why are you doing it? If you don't have fun in what you're doing, why are you doing it? Because some of these kids are, well, some of our guys are seniors, and if they didn't like football, they would just stop because next year they're going to be in college. So that's what I'm trying to teach the young guys on the team too. Like, if you don't like football, don't do it. If you don't like where you at, get better. If like some people, like one of my teammates, I'm not gonna say names, but they once said like, I don't think I want to play this position. Then go play running back. Come with us. You can't. Don't say I don't want to play football if you want to play a different position, because he's a dog. He really is. So I just say, hey, come play running back. And now he flips off and on with us. So that, yeah.
And you said it's a player-led, a player-led program, which is well respected. And in that player-led program, when the leaders make these decisions and when the leaders hold people accountable, how do the coaches respond in that regard?
Probably just more just recognizable. Like when coaches go silent, there's someone always speaking up. Like if coach said, "Hey, this practice wasn't very good. We need to pick it up." There will always be someone say, "Hey, coach is right, and this is about us." Like they wish they could come back, but they can't. Like you gotta realize you only have after this year, some of us only have 10 to 15 games, and that's it. Coaches ain't gonna look. That's all the film you got. Coaches ain't gonna look at no camps, your 40 time, none of that, unless you have an unbelievable like stat line. But other than that, you need to grind. That's what I try to tell everybody on the field, regardless of like freshman, JV, varsity. Everyone needs to grind. Because just like he took your spot, you can take his.
Speaking of the grind, speaking of a spot, right now you're starting running back, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm understanding they're looking at you at other positions right now as well to get that athlete tag. How do you feel about that? And what are those other positions?
I feel really good about that because I can play anywhere. That's where I feel like if they need me to play wide receiver, I can. If they need me to play middle linebacker, I can. If they need me to play corner, I can. There's nowhere I can't play.
Which one do you like the most?
Running back and tight end and DN or edge, because I like just running. That's what I just like doing, and every time I get the ball, I just try to make something happen or run somebody over.
So right now at running back, we're talking what 4.7 yards a carry, 350 total yards, 75 carries. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's a first down every 3 carries. What is the offensive culture, and how do you think you guys can build something to where the running backs get more carries or more touches?
Well, the thing about our offense is a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces, like because there might be a wide receiver at running back, or there might be us at tight end because we don't really have a tight end right now. But
Because you also have 8 receptions for 101 yards, right? You're one of the top receivers too. If you could look in that camera and tell a recruiter right now, as a junior, class of 2027, why they should come and get JuJu Thomas from Richland Prosper, what would that be?
because I'm someone that I can change the culture, someone that I can be a leader, change the game, playmaker, just all in one package. I'm not going to be just a running back. I'm not going to be just a tight end. I'm not going to just play one position, because when I get to the next level, I want to play both sides of the ball.
We're close to wrapping up, and we're going to get to what we call in the pocket. And they're going to be fast, rapid fire questions that we want you to give a quick answer to. It doesn't have to be short. It doesn't have to be long. What's your favorite pregame meal?
Torchies.
What's the song that gets you hyped up before kickoff?
I want to say, think of the song. Welcome to the Jungle. I like that one.
Who's the hardest hitter on your team?
Me or Nikoi? I want to say that.
Nikoi.
Yeah.
Nikoi, what's his last name?
I don't know what it is.
Shout him out. Nikoi and his number.
Nikoi, number 22.
Let's go. All right. If you could truck one NFL player just once, who would it be?
Roy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu. Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the one you want to truck. I like that. You want all the smoke. Okay. Who's your favorite NFL team?
Patriots.
The Patriots. Even currently?
Yes.
Have they always been your team?
Yes.
All right. If you weren't playing football, what sport would you be doing? I know you wrestle.
Wrestling, probably.
Wrestling. That'll be your main focus. Who's the funniest teammate in the locker room?
Tyrese O'Neal.
Shout him out.
Tyrese O'Neal, number 28.
Let's go. Funniest guy. What's your mom's best meal that she cooks at home?
Probably burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries.
She makes a mean burger.
What's on that burger?
Probably chili, cheese, a little bit of onions, and lettuce.
A chili cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the dream college that you like to play for?
OU, OSU, LSU, and I want to say Nebraska.
Nebraska. I think you must know some history about Nebraska, or is it just close?
No, they have a really good running back group there, and I want to be a part of that.
Okay, I like it. You do your research. 3 words that describe JuJu.
Fast, work, scary.
That's scary. You like to intimidate your opponent, or you like to put fear into your opponent.
Yes, sir.
How?
By showing my play. Every time I get to the sideline, they talk to my teammates, but every time I get to the sideline, it gets real quiet. So like I hit one of their teammates and then walk off, or I pancake somebody and like last game I pancake somebody and I just hold them down and look to their sideline.
Dog. Okay. Where does that mentality come from?
I want to say just every day I practice, and I want to go hit somebody. Like the main like thing I seen was when Marshawn Lynch. It was that one run.
The Saints.
Yes, the one run I seen that.
You're the second interviewer to mention that, and the Saints is my team. So, you know, but I get it. I understand. It was that run, Marshawn Lynch. That run, the Marshawn Lynch beast mode run, was the run that really got you to say, I want to do that. I want to run the ball. I want to run over people. And I want to run through their face, like he said.
Yes, because there's like every time I see him run, he doesn't stop. Like there's not like unless he goes out of bounds or trips, he's not stopping his feet. Like there's like what he said, he's not going to stop unless he trips or just runs out of bounds.
What's your favorite anime character, and how does that relate to you on the field?
I want to say Gon from Hunter x Hunter, because like there was an episode where he came back and there was someone that was supposed to save his friend, but he came back and then his friend was already gone, and the person that was supposed to heal him now wanted to kill him, and then he just blacked out. So that's how I want to go to my dark place. Like no one's my friend unless they're wearing my jersey. That's how I see it.
JuJu, that's powerful, bro. And with that, I think that's a wrap, man. Your hard work, your consistency, your leadership, it's led you to where you are today. And man, you continue to be the guy that you are, continue to be the leader that you are. And grateful that I've been able to be a part of your little history, man. You know what I mean? So I'll be watching. We'll be watching.
I hope y'all will.
Appreciate you being here, man.
Yes, sir.